So how many parks do you think there are here in Marysville, Ohio? Or Union County? The city of Marysville has 20 listed on their website. I was quite surprised to see that there were that many parks. I knew there were quite a few, but once you start going through them, there are quite a few. They offer anything from a skate park to basketball to sand volleyball to a place to have a company outing or a family reunion. Shelter houses with grills, lights, Partners Park with a splash pad, all kinds of stuff. So one of the people I wanted to talk to was Amanda Morris. She's been in this field here in the area for I don't know how many years, quite a while. But she's responsible for a lot of the events that we have going on here and a lot of the recreation. So who better to talk to than Amanda Morris? So here's some information.
My favorite thing about parks is it's buggy.
There's bugs everywhere.
Yeah, so I will say though, my favorite about being involved in Parks and Recreation, aside from being able to come to the parks as a job, which is great, is we do get like this opportunity. We get paid to play and put together some really cool things that make memories for people. So I would say my favorite parks in the city, Elger is pretty much up there. We put together sand volleyball leagues and they have an amazing new playground.
I was gonna say, would that be like the best? It seems like that's got the most.
It's like the Walmart of our parks. Walmart. Now I will say, don't hold your head too high on the skate park because it is old and we are looking at renovating that. But Elger is amazing. It literally has everything when it comes to activities. American Legion would probably be my second.
Where we're at now.
Yes, it's just gorgeous. We're actually talking about, well, we're gonna renovate this space here and make it kind of match the rest of it more on the natural scope of things, like still have seating in the amphitheater, but maybe it's like big giant stones and then you could bring some of your own chairs, so it's a little more inviting. Well, I don't know, what's your favorite park?
Well, I used to skateboard, so Elders was cool.
Yeah.
Probably this one. The open space with all the trees.
Yeah.
I like more natural. This is a little more manicured than I like.
So why do Parks and Recreation matter? I feel like it goes without saying, but one of the key things, especially for this city, that we have the biggest right now is quality of life is a huge push. And I think most everyone saw it during COVID is that we saw parks inundated with people because we were restricted on what we could do. And so I think that like rejuvenated people's eyesight on how important obviously hanging out with humans, which is that recreation part of it, but then also just nature in general. Even just here, like we've got behind the camera, these amazing like hosta flower beds that have been here for years.
Huge.
They're gorgeous, and just the meditation that you get from kind of coming out into the parks world is
and the little stream running through. Water's my favorite.
I know, and there's like a bunch of butterflies. That's what I keep kind of seeing over here. So I think it goes without saying, but for us from a city perspective, it's definitely been moved to the top of the priority list. So I think one of the other items we wanted to talk about was what's coming down the pipeline in the future. So we did a big study on our pool. We have an amazing outdoor pool, 50 meters, which is rare in the pool world because those are pretty expensive. But what came from that is the community saying, okay, this pool's lasted 40 years. What do we see for the next 40 years? We probably need another one, right? We're still seeing a lot of growth, but we want to renovate this one because this was an original pool. It's been here for so long, which I was really glad to hear because I didn't want it to go away.
Intel's coming and all this stuff is happening, and there's a lot of projected growth coming in the next couple decades. Mm-hmm. And so me being a country person, more rural, like is there perspective with the city of like gobbling up some spots to preserve some nature?
I think so.
Like this,
yes.
Before.
We definitely have some council members and parks people that are passionate about the preservation of some of those green spaces, because obviously we all know once you build, it's really, really hard to ever get it back. And so I think that was where in the last 10 years, with being from the city, we've seen growth in our Parks and Rec department, which has been great because it's exposed some of those spaces that we probably should consider saving. And being intentional. So we inherited a lot of our parks, right? Elger is a prime example. It used to be a factory back in the day. So we just got gifted.
That was going to be my next question.
150 acres, I think, of land from a farmer who wanted just that. Like he didn't want to see that land developed because he kind of, I think, has that futuristic thought in his mind, like it would be great if this stayed. So that's another piece too, which is kind of why they're looking at how do we fund. That wasn't in our plan, so wonderful, we got it land, but we don't want to leave it sitting there either. So, that one's a cool one for history. So Lewis Park is on the corner of Grove and Collins. That was the original football field. for the schools.
Did not know that.
Yeah, so the high school used to be located over there by the church off of, what is that, Court and 6th.
Yep.
And the band, I guess, would march down on
6th Street
6th
almost.
Street to whatever.
Road.
Yeah, somebody was talking about it. J.R. Ross was just talking about it the other day.
Cool.
So, that's
Thanks.
my tidbits.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
No, you get in the back.
Are you going first or are we going first?
1, 2, 3.
And I can do a few tricks with it. Do this.
That's right. Go.
I'm fast. You guys are slow. Keep out, keep
Bonk. Where did they go?
Get up. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I love you too, thank you. Gonna pretend to eat. So hopefully that got you inspired to get out and experience some of what we got to offer here in and around Marysville, Ohio when it comes to parks and recreational opportunities. Comment down below or above, wherever you're at. What's your favorite park? What do you like to do here in Marysville to get out and experience what we have to offer? Until next time, take care.